Who wants to have good eyesight when they get older? And if you're willing to spend 5 minutes to brush your teeth every day, are you willing to do some things even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day to take care of your eyes? And have good eyesight for life. I think it's worth it. It is really worth it. Given the choice, of course, we want to have good teeth and good eyesight, but if you were given the choice between losing your teeth or losing your eyesight, I'd keep my eyesight.
Sure, 100%.
I'd keep my eyesight. I prefer both, obviously.
Hey, I'd rather drink healthy smoothies and see clearly.
And be able to see the world. Yeah, so then all of you who already brush your teeth, are you also willing to do something 5 minutes every day to help your eyes and have good eyesight? I think so. Shall we tell them then? Yes?
Yeah.
Well, let's do it. All right. So on top of that, 3 of the recommendations I'm going to give you. It is very easy to do them at the same time that you brush your teeth, or after or before brushing your teeth. In other words, you're already in the bathroom. You're already doing your self-care or your regular personal hygiene. And there are 3 more things that you can add to that moment so you can take care of your eyes. Very easy. Okay, the first one is a sinus flush, washing your nose with salted water. And some may ask, what does washing the nose have to do with the eyes? Well, it turns out that through the tear duct, the eyes are connected to the nose. So if your nose is not clean, it is very likely that your eyes are not clean either. And if your nose is clean, the eyes also evacuate impurities and clean themselves much better and more easily. How do you do these sinus flushes? Well, there are different ways. You can try a homemade solution. You get some water and you add 20 grams of salt per quart of water approximately. If you find it strong, you can add less salt. But the important thing is that the water has salt. That can be adjusted. And then you can pour that salted water in what is called a neti pot. I think just a while ago, I asked you to do a search so you can show us a few pictures of neti pots as examples. Well, you can find them in ceramic, in metal, in plastic. This one neti pot that we see here, where it says the herbalist at home, it even includes the spoon to add the salt in the water. And as shown in the image on the right, or the one on the top left, the idea is that you pour the salted water through a hole in the nose and it falls through the other. That cleans your nose, and also you don't get the salted water in the lungs, because of course the idea is not to breathe the water, but simply to wash the nasal cavity. You can search on Google and also on Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, Mercado Libre. There are lots and lots of places where you can buy them. Maybe you can go to a store that has some familiarity with yoga, because this is one of the frequent practices in what is called eye yoga, or yoga for the eyes. And you can see that some of them even have the OM symbol. It is a practice that is recommended as an effective hygiene technique within yoga as well. And another way to do it, which is also very simple, and if you can stop sharing, I would like to do it myself now. Okay, I'm going to remove the crutches so they don't stay there for posterity, because I had a sprain a while ago, and of course this will also be healed. Well, in any drugstore or pharmacy you can find and buy. Well, I have this one from a trip I made to Los Angeles. That's why it's in English. But in any pharmacy, wherever you are in the world, you can ask for a saline solution or a saltwater solution. And usually they have it already in a bottle like this, and you can spray it directly into your nose. And this way you don't have to mix the water with the salt. Wait for it to cool down after you have boiled the water, and then put it in the neti pot so you can use it. You can do it both ways, with the homemade plan or with the more practical plan. Can you do it with seawater? Yes, you can absolutely do it with seawater instead of the solution. In pharmacies, you can probably find either a seawater nasal spray or a saline solution or saltwater solution. Well, can you do it with a syringe like you do with children? You can also do it that way if you already have one at home. The key is that your nose gets salt water inside so that your nose and your eyes can be thoroughly cleaned very easily. This is the first tip. And it's so easy, you can just do it while you're having a shower.
And it's very simple, and you can choose how you want to do it, right? Buy this or buy that from the pharmacy. I mean, that's really practical.
Yes, I usually go for the easy way and I buy them at the drugstore and that's all. I have it at the same place. I have it in the shower, and while I am taking a shower, at that very moment between the shower gel, the shampoo, and the conditioner, I clean my nose and that's it. Another practice that is also very easy to do during your personal hygiene time, at the time you take for personal hygiene, is to use what is called eye wash cups, which I also suggested to you. The eye wash cups. In those cups, you are also going to pour water with salt, the same that you use for your nose, which can be from the same bottle, or if you prefer, you can buy another one separately for the saline solution or salted water solution. And very often, they're made of rubber, they're elastic. Others are made of ceramic. These white ones here are made of ceramic. And the idea is that you put water in it with a little bit of salt. Usually a bit less salt than what you use for washing your nose. And you put your eye in the wash cup and blink. This also helps to clean the eye directly and does it very well. The cleaner the eye is and the better hydrated it is, the easier and sharper it will be able to focus. We have a question from Dolores. How often should these eye washes be done? As I said earlier, once a day at the same time that you already do your body hygiene. You can do it when you shower, when you wash your face, when you brush your teeth, before, after, or in between any of those times. A very easy alternative you can use. Would you like me to show you one for the eye cups, which is actually how I do it myself? Do any of us have glasses to go swimming in the pool? Well, those can be used as eye wash cups. You use the same thing. You pour the saline solution inside, or the water with salt, or the seawater, and you put them like this. And blink your eyes. And that's it. It's as simple as that. This is another option, but well, it's the same thing. One of these goggles, the swimming pool goggles, you put the water with salt in them, the saline solution, and you blink, and that's it. This is important, that everyone will do what feels pleasant for them. So if for whatever reason a certain amount of salt irritates your eyes, then add a little less salt. The water, if you prepare it yourself, the water with salt, I usually boil it in this case. Then you obviously will have to wait until it is not so hot, so that it doesn't burn your eyes, your nose, or any other part of your body. That is common sense. It has to be pleasant. The experience has to be pleasant. Letitia asks if it can be done with chamomile tea. Look, that is a very good question. Chamomile tea does indeed offer a lot of healing properties for the eyes. So if you boil your chamomile tea, also wait until it cools down, until it's already at a very pleasant temperature. And then you will squeeze the actual tea bags to drain them and put them on your eyes, on your closed eyelids. Or you can dip some cotton pads in the infusion. You can also put those on your eyes with your eyelids closed. And then a little bit of the chamomile will enter by capillarity through the eyelids and will be distributed throughout the eye. That is also very good. There is only one issue, and that is that chamomile should not be used if you are experiencing an eye infection, okay? Water with salt, yes, you can use it at any time because it's a disinfectant as well. But chamomile, if there's an infection, it's better not to use it. But as a regular thing, yes, you could easily use chamomile. Very good. We have people here who have their wisdom, who also have their knowledge. That's fantastic.
Of course, of course.
Very good. And the third one, do you want the third recommendation? Another one to apply during your time for body hygiene, which I'm sure we all have at least once a day. Very good. It is also extremely simple when you are in front of the sink in the bathroom. Put some water in the sink or with the faucet running, whichever is more practical for you, depending on the design of the faucet and the sink in your home. and you splash your eyes and your face several times with fresh water while you're blinking. So this is going to generate contrasts of light and shadow because you're blinking, and also contrasts of the slightly cooler temperature of the water compared to the face and to the eyes. And this stimulates the circulation to the eyes, which allows them to be more nourished and also to be detoxified more deeply.